We have chaos. AC.
Yep. And again, like a lot of like specifically against like both Jacko and Chaos, a big part of it is that round start interaction. So you see the early burst. So now we are playing the zoning game that we love to see from Chaos. Well, some people do at least. You see like a Jacko player just straight up struggling just come in. So he's gonna have to play the mini game of playing around the amount of bullets and concentration. But with that super up and ready, good luck getting in. Don't hold him onto the burst though.
Absolutely, and I actually like the fact that Kami's changing a little bit of how he's actually firing his shots. He's utilizing them in a way that's not directly rhythmic. I really mess with. I really respect that. Loving the combo so far from the Jacko player, tossing it out, wave the flag of victory so far because you've been stuck in block stun for a while. Tried to match his way out of the 2D to be able to make sure that you can get the hard knockdown with Wild Assault. We love it. Man, it's humming.
Now how fun trying to get in again, immediately running full screen. So many shots coming in, but that burst meter is coming in quick. We might see the burst to stop it, not enough, but we still reload, get the last second shot, stop Jacko from coming in, take the first round. Let's go, Kami.
I see you may have magic and all of this amazing nonsensical stuff, right? You may have these kids who are coming and trying to beat me up, right? But at the end of the day, magic means nothing in the face of modern ingenuity. I love the fact that they're using the minions as well to try and control that space like I was talking about before 2P to get out of there. And of course, throwing out the curves, taking shots, pot shots again and again, nothing sticking, but the mix sure does. Crosses them up and keeps them in the corner for more pressure.
Doing that quick RC break, getting the hard knockdown. Spending meter, I feel a little bit conflicted about because you do have that full burst. I guess you want to save it for that final round, but hey, heavy knockdown, pull out the pistol, but you're getting grabbed, yes sir! RC on deck as well. Watch the burst. No, we're holding on to it.
Whole new level of disrespect when your life flashes before your own reticle, right? I mean, Jacko plays taking things pretty strongly so far, taking strong shots back to back to back. The combo, four-hit combo burst immediately. I respect it. I understand.
No, absolutely. Like you're Gav. You want to be taking that full screen advantage. Just snipe them down one shot at a time, especially with that concentration super on deck as well. Coming in hot. Unfortunately, we burst out, but still, full screen against Chaos. Good luck getting in, man.
Nice. Good JS. I love it. School's out for summer. Here we come. The flag of victory. Instead, we'll go for the mix. 5D. Just get the combo going. Holds down the option. Lots of good damage. Gonna have more on the back foot of it. Try to backdash. Thought that there was an option coming from Happy Chaos, but in fact, the minion comes in to save the day. A slap on the back and a victory for Jacko.
Yeah, beautiful, just simple sandwich scenario. So, makes it really hard for Kami to just try and mash out a button. Because, you have to worry about, where's the attack coming from? Is it going to be coming from Jacko specifically? Is she going to try and sneak a minion call in? Do you have enough time to shoot him? There's so much things that you have to, stack on. So, showing off that as a card that you're going to do early in the game is a really good way to just steal that first game advantage and start snowballing your way in. And again, I'm really liking the way that, they're taking their patience and time to come in, especially since we saw, towards the middle of round 3, we saw Jacko coming in right when Chaos spent all of that resources. So again, we're going to have to watch Kami and the way that they play around their concentration meter before the super.
Yeah, absolutely. Not looking too bad so far. On the side of Kami, tossing up the curves, reloading chambers, back in the clip, bullets back in the clip, carrying him down, gonna walk him down to the corner and break through the wall. Combo already said and done. The tumble is there. Break the wall, continue the pressure. Love what it is that we're seeing. Taking shots, gets the throw, and finishes out the round. First round in game 2 goes to Kami.
Again, I'm really liking that Kami is being really slow on that round start scenario, but Jacko player creeping in ever so slowly. What a 2P match out, my god! We know our fake setups, and now we are just going to be pressing on Jacko, break the wall real quick, get that heavy knockdown. Now we're going to run away immediately, set up that curse, and just start shooting away.
And then yet again, Wild Assault to keep the plus frames and force the mix, the burst into the corner, though. Manages to actually maintain positioning pretty well. Baits out the yellow burst, too, the yellow YRC. Oh, nice. Purple. Love it. The 2P yet again going to maintain the pressure and gets thrown, messing up the timing of the meaty. Kami's gonna take it.
Yeah, I
Tie
like
things
their
up
idea
1-1.
of drifting into with that PRC to try and prevent a gunshot,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, a little bit too early, especially with how quickly the heavy aim or the steady aim shot just comes out. It's just
Mm-hmm.
practically instant the moment you release it. So again, I think what you're gonna have to be seeing more of is just creating like recognizing those airtight scenarios. We saw again
Mm-hmm.
that 2P match that was coming out from Kami, recognizing the fake setup that he had early, that Jacko player had earlier. So again, really interested to see how the adaptations are going to be, especially with a more aggressive round start that we see from Jacko side.
Yeah, it's gonna have to. We're gonna have to see how things are going to unfold this match, and I think it's a really, really good way of putting, a really good way of putting it to see how aggressive Jacko player is gonna have to start out this time around. Because by the time it is that we had actually gotten to the game, we saw Kami pretty much walking them down, and there it is. That forward movement it is that we're seeing, avoiding the curse as well. An aggressive burst. There's the burst right back. I love it. None of them want to be on the receiving end of the opponent's pressure, so I like the fact that Kami used the burst even as a response to Jacko's own burst. So now we're going to walk him all the way to the corner. Damage being driven in droves. Walked all the way from wall to wall. The super to put all the bullets back in the clip. We talking hard knock though.
Oh yeah, and again, we might see another run up. Oh, we're gonna go curse because we are losing out on that concentration. So now, especially with the clones in the way, we are just gonna set up shop, beat them down like we're a goddamn hacker in CS2. Just keep the shots going. Oh my god, where is the gas?
Taking the shots, breaking the guard. I love the defense, but for what? You waving the flag for your own for your own defense. I pulled it down just for a little bit, trying to get the minions out. I like it. Tried to kick them. Tried to see if they can at least stop the pressure that Kami was placing for full screen. It's really hard to deal with. I thought that it was a little bit more in the favor of Jacko, but I'm seeing that I'm being proven wrong very quickly. Kami has the lead a lot. It's the fact that even though things have changed, a lot of things have still stayed the same. The mix, twice in a row, going to lead him to the corner. Not going to be able to break the wall, but sets up for the overhead low mix and finds it in the wall splat. Wild assault to go ahead and cause that hard knockdown.
Yeah, sneaking in at the last second, being really cheeky, just knowing how much time you have to reload as many in the chamber before you can get that knockdown. I was expecting a slump setup, I'm not gonna lie, but seeing that surprise wild assault, I'm pretty sure even Jacko player might have been a little bit shocked at that specifically. So again, it's like the little more nuanced aspects about Chaos because as we saw, pre seasons past, one of the big things that character had was just the wall slump reset scenarios where it just loads up, concentrates up, and you just have to sit there and eat it. So especially, adding in that wild wall assault or the blue wild assault as a final layer of mix, completely just throwing off the groove on Jacko player's side. So now they're going to be having to fight to get 2 games straight. Kami one more away from advancing in bracket. No, beautiful answer to the aggressive start that we see from Jacko's side. Kami's good with the response and the heavy knockdown off the wild assault.
Here, finding the pressure, keeping it on, letting it on thick. Great block so far from Jacko player, but it's never ending. Has to use the burst. Realize that's the case, but that's actually going to punish the shot. The minion is going to go away. That's going to cause a hard knockdown. Focus, already looking pretty low, but Kami's gonna get that back in no time with the super, absolutely. Now we taking pot shots, baby.
Dude, I love the idea that Kami had, because you see the way that, Jacko player is just being stuck, so, as we saw last time, they try to pull out the minion as a, cheeky way of, disrupting it, so using that full screen super and recognizing the minion pull, that was just such a genius play in keeping up that pressure and just reloading your gun as well.
Breaking ankles a little bit. The thumb's getting a little bit worn out. The fingers getting, the hand's getting a little bit worn out due to the fact that they're getting mixed consistently. Gets the toss. 5D yet again. Taking the shot. Gets the focus.
We're just gonna keep Jacko in the wall. We can take all of our time in the world, especially with the concentration super. Yup. Blast him real quick. Blast him one more time. Super might as well. We can just do whatever we want there. And Kami moving on 3-1. Very clean gaming on his side.
Very to the point. Happy Chaos's offense is Happy Chaos offense is right. we're talking about a scenario where at the end of the day, all we're going to do is we're going to throw out a curse, get the marks down, and of course, so that's something that Happy Chaos is known for. It's what he's been known for at least like the past 2 years or so, right? So once again, Kami doing the damn thing. Love the fact that they were able to stick to a game plan and even change it up only a little bit. Jacko player gets sent down the losers bracket, but of course, they still have another opportunity. They still got another chance. It is not done for them yet.
Absolutely. Like, it's just a really rough, Chaos is always just like on paper, just a really rough character to just get in on. So, being able to set up shop, and especially with Jacko, her main win condition is pulling out the minions and just letting them, run amok, completely disrupt their game plan. If you aren't able to set up a single minion in the first place, you are just going to be in a massive struggle bus. So Kami just did a really good way of just shutting down Jacko, both when she was being more passive in round start, as well as the aggressive round starts that we were seeing her doing. Like, we saw earlier he would just be mashing backdash, trying to avoid that 2D specifically, and, set up that knockdown into, just having the gun on him at all times. Versus, the last game where we see her jumping in and he interrupts with a 5K, stuff that as an anti-air, and then just completely carry her to the wall, just keep on setting up shop. So the ways that, he's able to just adapt, or not just like Kami specifically, but like Chaos in general, the way that he just has different like buttons to just respond to different round start scenarios, it's just really, really hard to get in. And Kami was just super aware of all the options and all of the routings that he needed to do in order to keep his gameplay consistent.
And I think that sort of differentiates between players that are like intermediate and maybe even a little bit advanced, starting to push that advanced level, is understanding the fact of not every anti-air needs to be 6P, right? Understanding what your options are depending on spacing, depending on where your opponent is, depending on what your opponent's option might be. 6P, of course, is the universal anti-air, and it has been for a while in Guilty Gear. It's not as strong as it was in other games as it is here, but it's still something that people rely on when they want to be able to stop an anti-air, when they want to be able to utilize something and stop someone's offensive pressure. Play a little bit of footsies, and since there is a little bit of like really strange hitbox and vulnerability on 6Ps, so it's really, really strong to be able to use even in neutral. With that being said, every single time doesn't have to be a 6P. Every single time you don't have to go for the 6P option. Sometimes, like you mentioned, you can go for the 5K, and it led to a very, very big return on the fact that Kami was able to carry his opponent all the way to the corner, get the setups necessary, break the wall, gain that positive bonus, gain the burst gauge bonus. Like, it's really, really solid to be able to find more than one way to be like, it's an old saying, it's a southern saying, but there's more than one way to skin a pig, right? So it's more than one way to be able to find an answer for a situation. So I do like it, and I love seeing when people actually utilize those normals quite a bit in ways that aren't traditional. So.
Yeah, and especially with one of the changes, I think it was Season 2 specifically, where they adjusted how each button on counter hit, how much hit stun they added as well. So, completely different. Yeah. So, like, around that time, I think during launch, like your punch and kick buttons, minus your command normals, they didn't really add any additional hit stop on counter hit. But with that new addition, it makes more routes of more viable to do, especially in those like really niche anti-air situations where 6P might not lead to like a very clean carry, as well as 5K. It's a very versatile button in general with all like its just natural properties. So now you're giving it more utility with that extra hit stop. Now you're getting more unique combos for certain scenarios, whether it be that corner carry or even the potential wall break scenario. So, really recognizing those very like specific situations is definitely what, elevates between that mid, high, and top level gameplay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. Guys, if you are in the chat right now, !Maturino, it'll be a lovely way to be able to support the people that are here currently that are playing in this tournament bracket. If you guys click on !Maturino or type that out into the chat below. As a matter of fact, you guys don't even have to worry about that. I will make sure that I do it for you. !Maturino. That way you can click on it, hit claim code. It costs absolutely nothing. You got to sign in, whether it's a Google account or whatever it is that you have. There's tons of ways to sign in. Click on claim code, gain that contribution, and make sure that you guys are actually able to support the people that's here. You can also give a direct donation if you wish to do so. If not, that's chill. You guys being here is going to mean a lot to us and mean the world to us anyway, as it is a very, very solid deal. Now, Maturino is one way it is that you can support Digital Havoc. The other thing it is that is coming up is Gomo. Gama will be here soon. The 10-year anniversary. Use code DH for 10% off of your registration. Start.gg/Gama, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. It'll be an absolutely wonderful way for you guys to check things out and enjoy overall the Toronto scene. There's going to be tons of games there, tons of tournaments that are available to them. Worldwide talent, 24-hour venue, triple deck after party boat cruise, and FGC themed artist alley. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. While Matcherino is one way that you can support Digital Havoc, of course, Gamo is a way to be able to support the local Toronto scene. So please be sure to check it out if you guys haven't already. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So let's see what potential matches we might be getting. So,
perfect.
Everyone, here we go. We got Test. Yeah, Test Your Luck versus Pooty Delight, Nago versus Kai. So, a lot of violence coming from Nago's side, but I'm really liking the way that they're coming in. Needy 6K, check what? Wow, what a DP.
Nice, good setup. Needy setup. 6H. Still barely alive. Next interaction will determine who wins. Love it. The Stun Dipper. Kai's classic. And there it is, the 5S, just to sort of stop things out. I like it.
It's very, obviously, very fast-paced match right away. So just complete trying to find a game plan is going to be really tricky. Love the jump away from that command grab. Set up the heavy stun edge as well. Really
pressure on. Forward throw. Damage is set up. YRC, please separate from me. I appreciate it. 5D as well, just to make sure they carry him into the corner. Wild Assault to break the wall. And that's going to be a hard knockout.
Yeah, Nago doesn't have any really clean reversals without any meters. So yeah, just pick him up real quick. Get that quick round win. And again, it's just so hard to just realize, notice the small adaptations that they're doing because of how fast they are, especially with Beyblade into the high-low mix that Nago can do afterwards. Ooh. Oh, this is a scary pop.
Oh, he could have gone so much more. Oh, and he actually, dead. How did you do that?
Yeah, so trying to pop that flex shield, try and relieve the tension. But again, it's just so fast-paced. But again, you're playing Kai. What aside from Sun Dipper RC, what's the other thing that they're going to be doing the most?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kai special.
Exactly. But it's just really scary because of Kai is just a very well-rounded character, so he can play at whatever pace he wants to. So a fast Nago, Kai has the tools to play around it. So I'm really curious to see how Test Your Luck is going to adjust the pacing that he plays in this matchup specifically.
Good damage, gets the cross up, or finishes the switch side, the side switch combo. Carries him all the way to the corner, 5D and fast RC cancel. I like it. Finding it, gonna throw it out, and finds the knockdown too. Still has plenty of meter, a little bit more of a positive bonus on his side. YRC as well. Get away from me. Not really feeling it. 2P just to make sure they can catch up to him, and the 5H hits a bit meatier than Pooty was expecting.
And now we got the big Thor normals, but jumping away from the pressure again. I think that's the second or third time that we've seen Pooty just completely deny the pressure that Test Your Luck has been throwing out. So really curious on whether Test Your Luck is going to try to start adjusting more 2Hs in certain scenarios, or 5K as we see, especially with that burst bait as well. We're coming in hot with the Beyblade. More Nago shenanigans coming in hot with the command grab. Okay, let's see what we're going to spend it with.
Oh, the back throw. What a terrible night to have a curse. Finds the Wild Assault. Pressure continuing it as well. Has plenty of meter. Pops it for more plus frames. Trying to use the FD to keep him away. 2S just to make sure that the distance is kept. And manages to get the Beyblade to finish things off. I do love to see it. Test Your Luck. Not going down without a fighting chance.
Okay, gets away from the grab scenario, but 6H is gonna leave him a little bit of space to come in hot. Just not quite enough, but still has so much control with all these big button normals. Now has to come back in on Kai. This is gonna be it. Watch the burst. Holds on to it. Nice timing! We saw earlier, he threw it the single 5K. Oh no!
Oh god. Okay, thank god the 2S come to save the day. Because he hit that 2P and I thought the RC was coming. I was like, oh jeez.
Yeah.
I was so scared. So frightened.
But yeah, like what we saw earlier is, when Putin had that burst earlier, he threw out the single 5K and, he didn't bite on the burst. So he threw out a second 5K. I think he either did a safe jump with an aerial or just completely jumped into it to fake it and did call out that burst specifically. So, now Tester Lock has been showing his hand a little bit more. So let's see like how they're going to be playing around Putin's burst, especially, now he got a single game in. Now he knows the time that. Now he knows the pace that he wants to be playing at. Especially with White Wall Assault coming in hot. Oh, big counter starter.
Sets up for the Oki as well. Nice. Tried to say. I'm so glad that he YRC because I know he was about to get hit by the next team to follow up. That would have been too hard of a mix to deal with. I respect it. YRC, don't even put yourself in a situation where you have to block, but he still has the burst and he saw it. He was ready.
Yeah.
Finds the damage.
And the not enough to kill, but again, the Kai special. Just run up throw. Why don't you?
He took it the same
So
way
again,
he
like
did the
Tester
first
Luck
game
is.
too.
Yeah, no. Again, it's just Kai things, honestly.
Nice.
You're coming in hot, but hey, we got that wall break. Get some blood back, especially with that 6H finisher. But okay, just check the legs, why not?
Yes, the god. There's the Beyblade. Try to find whatever damage is possible. 5H as well. There's the Wild Assault. Gets it going. I like setup for the mix. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's hard, man. Oh the fake out with the 5D.
I like that, especially since Putin already called out Tester, already recognized that Tester Luck couldn't really block the first one, so, mixing that PRC fast cancel, really cute mix on top of it. Oh my god, PRC saving lives out here.
So was the reflective burst.
Oh,
I gotta be careful. He's
gonna
just about
try
to
and
pop.
force Nago into Blood Rage.
Uh-oh. Wow. Wild Assault. Oh, get him with the overhead.
Oh my god, not enough to kill, but hey.
Man.
Not enough to kill, but hey, chip him out with the sword, why don't you? It doesn't have to be a clean kill, but a kill is still a kill. So, Test Your Luck definitely going to be taking that game 2-1 right now. And again, the way that he's, playing around, his far slash Gatling specifically, and just being able to just, stuff the approach timings that, Pooty has been wanting to do. It's a really rough time, so I think, like, Pooty needs to start being a little bit slower, specifically on the round start, try and trip up Test Your Luck, especially since, he's been prone to spending a little bit too much blood than he want. As you see, we've already seen 2 massive pop punishes coming up from Pooty's side, but oh, this is a big catch. Gonna hold all this damage, too.
Just keep it going. 6H as well. Maintaining the pressure, Wild Assault, try to make it real nice and easy. Doesn't quite find it. Manages to get forced back out. Throws out the fireball. The reflect is there. That time he was ready. 6-8 to punish, but not enough to confirm. The too far away. Manages to pop it instantly. Keep it going. I love it. Whipping the 2P just to make sure that things are all said and done. Real Gucci. 5K.
Yeah.
Back to pressure.
Really respect spending all that burst meter, guarantee that heavy knockdown, but unfortunately he's playing some neutral. Never mind, we popped the blood. You're Omega dead. And again, that's the way that, I think Pooty is going to be playing around that a lot. So, it's really scary as Nago, once you're in that level 2, level 3 range of blood, trying to not overspend. Because, your really big zoning tools are just that 5H, the 2S, and the Far Slash. So, it's going to be really tricky for him to try and stuff out, Kai's approaches without spending too much blood, but okay, good block on the 5D. Now it's Test Your Luck's time to play, especially with that White Wild Assault through neutral. I have that big button coming in hot.
Oh, nice. Forward throw, 2K. Try to find out what necessary. 2S, 5H, 6H. Maintain the pressure. That time he was ready to be able to block the overhead, but he was not ready to block the follow-up. Instead, he just chipped out. And get it brought down the side just a little bit. 2K yet again to set up for more Oki. Beyblade. He is keeping pressure on him. With that 2S and Beyblade alone, he's practically won off of this.
Absolutely. And, the scary thing is Pooty has been holding all of this damage specifically. Oh, no! Okay,
Oh,
fortunately, it's too far away for the punish, but still, he is in his zone. He is just gonna let it rip and get that perfect to put himself in winner's semis. Okay, test your luck.
absolutely. Hey, what better is a Beyblade to do than other to let it rip, right? I completely understand. Test your luck.
Absolutely.
Taking it 3-1 against his opponent. Looking really nice, but hey, Pooty was looking pretty good too. I mean, I can't really complain about the type of play it is that I saw. They were ready, they were able to adapt, but sometimes it could be just a bit too overwhelming. There is a lot of stuff it is that you have to deal with Nago. It is really, really difficult. It's very hard to deal with his offense and his pressure, but that's not to take away from Test Your Luck at all. I mean, Test Your Luck played very, very nicely. They adapted very well because it was looking like the ball was in Pooty's court, and Test Your Luck definitely made the necessary adjustments to keep it going. So.
And even then, like Pooty still had like really good, just clean conversions. I really liked
Mhm.
the way that they were playing around the charge dust move specifically,
Mhm.
because like I said, we saw Tester Luck get hit by a charge dust, and he did a combo off of it, and Tester Luck, an amazing player, recognizing that scenario happening, so utilizing that PRC fast cancel to completely mix up
Mhm.
Tester Luck, as well as just all of the other smaller conversions that Pooty was doing. Obviously like not as such, but Tester Luck just completely, his adaptations are just way quicker, and sometimes it just be like that sometimes. And
Mhm.
again, it's not to like talk down on, or like not to like gloat too much on Tester Luck or trying to like
Mhm.
bring Pooty up, but like the adaptations just happen. But sometimes your speed 10 is just not going to be matching your opponent's speed 10 when it comes to the adaptation gaming, and still, regardless, a very clean set from both of these players.
Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely a very clean set from both of them. I can't really complain about the type of play it is that I saw. Really, not much of it is that I think that personally Pooty would have been able to do different. I mean, it just came down to the battle of adaptation, like you were saying. Tester Look adapted faster, and that's really what it came down to. But that being said, of course, we still have plenty more matches to be able to go. Just taking some time to see what it is that we could potentially be seeing next in the bracket with how things seem to be shaping up. Losers bracket is currently being played out right now, while Testra Luck and Satalia are one part of the winner's semi bracket, and then Kami 99 versus Phantom are in the other part of the winner's semi bracket. Phantom, Kami, Testra Luck, and I believe Satalia. Satalia, I think I have seen here before. Maybe I am getting it a bit twisted, but I'm pretty sure I have seen them here before. I believe Satalia is from the Dominican Republic. So, with that being the case, it is going to be pretty interesting seeing how things shape up here. I don't really hear a lot about the prowess of the Dominican Republic, of the community in DR when it comes to Guilty Gear. So, I would love to see a Dominican player here, and I'm so glad to be able to see it. So, very, very excited to be able to take a look at this for sure once the matches are ended up loading up in winter semifinals. But with that being said, I believe we've seen a pretty solid character spread today too. So far, it's been Kai, Nago, and then it's been Happy Chaos and Jacko. Still plenty of the other characters it is that we haven't seen, but it's one of my favorite parts of the game is being able to see and tell that the game has been out for a while, because after a certain amount of time, while tier lists are opinions and we all know that, it's a matter of once the game has been out for long enough, there's definitely ways where people figure out how to adapt and sort of say tier list be damned, right? Like they move on to a different sort of perspective, or they have a way to find out how their character is able to adapt. How do I adapt in a situation like this? I don't really want to switch characters. This is the most fun I have with this character, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when the game is like cemented for like 4 or 5 years, it's it becomes one of those questions. And of course, Strive has been out for quite some time now, but when a game has been submitted for 4 or 5 years, it has been very, very crazy to see the level of play that has come out from all sorts of characters, right? It's something that you see in the very beginning is a lot of people focus on the top tiers, who's strong, who's the best, etc., etc. And that still persists later on in the game. You can see with Street Fighter 6, with Tekken 8, you can see it with as the game sort of developed, how it's how as the games develop, that's just sort of how things are. But at the end of the day, you are dealing with a scenario where you'll be like, dang, I really wish I could have played this character or this character. And by now, the tech has come out. By now, patch notes have happened. Tech has come out to be able to help with certain characters. I remember Jacko was talked about in the very beginning as a very weak character. Gold Lewis was talked about in the beginning as a very weak character. And now look at them, right? Both of them run each other, they run people's pockets very easily. No problem.
Oh,
So, yeah,
yeah,
it's
and even
very
then, it's
simple.
just like even with the top tiers getting nerfed, like their like just game plan in general, like on paper, it's still very solid. It's still very clean. And again, one of the characters that we mentioned, like both Chaos that I was talking about earlier, but even Nago, one of the biggest nerfs that he got was 6H not being special cancelable anymore. So even though it does have that guard crush ability, once the moment that you use 6H in a combo, you're forcing a knockdown, and now you have to reset your gameplay completely. Unlike character like 2-3 characters away, but at the same time, he got a really interesting change with the Fukio and Beyblade changes. Now you're introducing a high-low mix, and now you're introducing more ways of spending that blood very aggressively. So it allows Nago, to be a little bit more. I'll call it creative. Some people will call it like, brain dead, guerrilla gaming.
Right,
But,
right,
with like a steamroller like Nago, I feel like, giving him some belligerent moves and like belligerent changes, I feel like that's like what makes him and just like the overall design of the game like very interesting. Because, they're trying to find ways of getting like characters to be able to access the win condition more often.
of course.
And even especially for like like Guilty Gear, very high power across the cast, in general. So like, now you're having it, with a little bit more easy to access just in general because of, being like modern games being like more accessible at all levels. Now you just get like, characters being able to reach into that game plan and their win conditions so much. And speaking of a character, that was perceived weak at first, but now is just a complete menace to society. We're looking at Bridget on the screen. Oh god, is this character a bit of a war criminal?
Yeah, it's so funny because a lot of people thought that I'm so glad that you mentioned that. This character was discussed to be very weak. I'm not really seeing the versatility. She doesn't really have a lot of damage, etc., etc. Now, people just realize she's a mixed machine. And that's all it needed. It just took some time to be able to figure that out, and now here we are. So I love it. Finding good damage, good posts as well. Twice. Counter hit. The Beyblade has not been looking too good right now. Gets to jump in on the JS. The back dash is caught, but the command grab is avoided. Extra luck. Still on the back.
Yep, and the counter hit Wild Assault. We are coming in hot. Again, this complete belligerent, demonic gaming from Naga, being able to just force himself in with the big buttons, big damage. Especially against Bridget, who has, like, the health of, like, a wet piece of paper. So it's going to be very scary the moment Tester Luck is able to catch his hand on Bridget. But again, has a lot of clean movement. She even has this joining buttons of her own. But again, if she's able to get her win condition started, if she can start playing the video game, and Tester Luck is being really good at not letting Natalia play, oh my god.
You know what? This matchup reminds me a lot of how Nago versus Milia goes. With Bridget just having longer buttons, it reminds me a lot of a very, very similar scenario where it's like it may be a billion hits, right? It may be a billion different hits that you're doing. You may be mixing the shoes and socks off of them, right? You may be able to shake the underwear off of them, right? But it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because that's part of what people were talking about. Is the fact of that's what people are talking about, is that it has a lot to do with the fact of like her damage is low, so therefore it makes her a bad character, which I don't think is the case at all. Of course, you mentioned it before. I believe you, and I also 100% agree with you. Character is definitely a war criminal. It just takes some time to be able to get adjusted with her. You do have to be aware of the fact that I'm not going to be doing that much damage, So I completely get it. Completely get it.
And again, it's just being like a lot of like, I think the mentality of like the tier list of like who is a top tier in this game is who is very easy to access their win condition. And characters with the big buttons and the big damage and easy combos are like, the traditional top tiers that we've always been seeing, Nago being one of them. So when you have a character like Bridget, who is the mixed machine, who needs that one single knockdown to start playing the game, it's really scary, having to deal with her. But hey, Pulse gets that gold burst trying to get something started. But again, Tester Luck is really good at just completely swatting Talia out of the air.
Oh, nice. Nice. Finding good damage as well.
That RC, you should be dead. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Absolutely. A really, really strong conversion from Tester Luck that ends up with death on the side of Satalia. 2K, 6K. Love it. 2K to OTG, 6K for the frame kill to set up for the meaty 5H. Still maintaining really solid pressure. Great block below. is going to be able to break open the defense, and yet again, button after button, just maintaining the pressure and the distance where it needs to be at. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and
Tester Luck
Tester
did a
Luck
phenomenal job.
absolutely sending the message with that name. Just please try and press on me. Do you know what is real and what is fake? Again, we saw that getting counter hit off of the meaty 6K, a really cheeky frame trap that Nago has. And, the moment she got blown up by, Satalia tried to pop that burst, and Tester Luck was so ready for it, just that, ready for that panic counter hit starter, just able to just blow her up even quicker. Again, the big scary damage, the big man with the big sword just gonna swing at it and watch you crumple. So again, how is Natalia gonna be able to just stop Tester Luck from, doing that?
Having all of us 5S, close S, being able to maintain things. Wild Assault to maintain the plus frames as well. Damage into death for 6H. Really, really solid pressure. And overall, hey, it's hard. Don't feel bad about Satalia. This happens to literally all of us. It happens to me all the time. Like, this is just Nago gaming.
It is just Nago gaming, like I said, big sword gets you throw it around, doesn't go for the hard knockdown, but honestly, watch the Beyblade, because I think that's something that's probably been getting blown up by a lot. Uh-oh! Okay, burst out. But you still have to get in on him.
Nice. Nice. Oh.
Oh my god. Alright, this is your time to play the game. That's a Roger real for scary. I'm not sure how he likes that, but hey! First, because he wants to win the round right now, I respect
Nice. It. Okay, yes. Capitalization. Oh man. The button is very, very, not the button, excuse me, that special is really, really strong. About to get 2S, 5H yet again. Okay, pair 6P. Gonna find it, was ready for it, and that's gonna be death. Test your luck. Taking it 3-0.
He's been really good at scouting a lot of like the panic burst scenarios, and I think one of the biggest problems that, one of the biggest things that Tester Luck was really capitalizing on was getting that counter hit starter when Satalia had that burst, because he saw so many times, counter hit immediately pops the burst. Like, so one of like their biggest panic things that Tester Luck was just completely scouting out the entire match, and look at like, how much capitalization, Tester Luck was able to get off of it. And I think like that is like one of the things like, we have to be really scared of, especially against like a big damage character like Nago, knowing where your burst point is. And again, we saw even like in his last match where, he did the double 5K to call out, the burst timing, especially with the delay that he had on it as well. So, he's really good at just completely scouting it out and understanding the rhythm of your opponent. So again, good effort to Satalia, but test your luck, his analysis and just understanding of his opponent's habits is just super powerful, and something that people like need to when you get at a high level, you need to understand how to play around other characters' timings. And wow, we already have winners finals locked in, so immediately set up that fake DP into the gunshot, into the burst, into the gunshots, carry him all around. Still gonna hold on to that burst though, because it is chaos. Good luck getting in on him.
Taking a shot. Just to get the 5 S's. Damage, pressure, everything. The whole 9 yards, but a backdash. Just change the tide here. As they throw out the ball, they want to make sure they apply that curse. That curse is applied. That means you got to eat a bunch of bullets. Yeah, can't challenge on that. Can't hit that button either. Shots. Absolutely. I knew it was coming. Yeah, it's hard.
Surprise too.
It's hard dealing with that.
That's a scary thing of this, like, Chaos having the gun and just like chilling in his hand. He's able to just let that shot out come out whenever possible. So even you get pushed back by that flex shield, he's just willing to let it rip whenever he feels like it. So it's just a really scary thing that Tester Luck is gonna have to worry about, especially when he plays on defense, when he doesn't have access to that YRC as well.
Nice try to see if you can get the mix up. They do manage to get it, tossing it out. Oh my goodness. Getting shot. Oh, the super. He doesn't get the chance. I think he did that to try and make sure that he could block, but instead the pressure is still being applied to Kami. Manages to land the hit. Gets the wall break. Okay, we seeing it. We seeing it.
Make Chaos bleed a lot. We have RC on deck. Get this easy kill, baby. Knock him out real quick. We've got a round 3 coming up.
Okay, nice.
Oh, I really like that jump away.
I do.
Yeah, good. Just like completely call outs from both players, you know, recognizing a scenario that could happen. And Kami is just completely mixing all over the place.
Oh!
Does not go for the throw, surprisingly. Okay, does get that tap dust real quick. Carry him out. No, we don't. Set up shop once again.
Oh, the humanity. Someone stop him.
What a backdash! My God.
Yeah, no, he's crazy. He's crazy with it. Oh, he's still alive though.
It's fine, you know, that wild assault, you know, take away the burst, and we are popping blood. Get that easy kill. Just throw him out real quick.
The blood pack unfortunately blows up in his face, both literally and figuratively. Test your luck goes down 1-0 against Kami 99. We still got plenty of opportunities for the two of them to be able to play. Of course, that is only one in the grand scheme of 3 total games that have to be won. So, of course, Happy Chaos doing this thing. I mean, it was bad for Jacko, but Nago, that's like a whole different story. It's really hard for him to be able to close that gap. Not having a dash or an air dash at that makes it really, really hard, because one of the biggest things that you don't want to do against Happy Chaos is jump, right?
Yeah, especially since like all of his like advancing specials do cost him blood, so you know, having to play around that resource is just really scary. You know, once he forces you full screen, especially now he doesn't even have a burst on deck anymore because he's been on the wild assault. But hey, good luck getting in. Good luck playing the Chaos minigame. Okay, and we win the Mario Party minigame. Let's go. Time to start setting up buttons.
Oh,
good
yeah.
5P mash calling out on the Shadow Clone.
6H. Wild assault kill? Nah, 6H. That's all we need. Big Naga.
Big Nago, big sword, man. I'm telling you, that thing hits like a truck. And you know, the moment that he's able to, get in, once he understands the timing of all of his shots, now he's big chilling, especially with how clean particular combos is in general. Oh, that's a big gold burst though. We're gonna get a concentration super sometime soon.
Gosh. Help! Someone help! Please help me!
He told the boys, hit a pose real quick.
Oh,
good throw on the roll around. And just letting that overhead rip, scaring him off. And again, I really like that, especially since, a lot of people are just gonna panic crouch block in general just to cover everything. But Nago having that super fast overhead, just completely tripping them up. So, again, the adaptation game has begun. Test your luck. You saw the way that he's, just moving in slowly, especially the way that he evades around the curse ball is the big thing, because, that just makes a lot of, the full screen zoning just even easier for Chaos to pull off. So now that, he's using, certain hitboxes to, shift his hitbox around, to avoid that curse box, now how fast or slow is coming to be playing right now. So again, immediately tossing out that curse, but hey, just spin right in.
He was trying to time the burst when Kami was going to use it, and now here we are, a situation where we are talking full screen. Good backdash, but that saves you from nothing, man. You get shot plus range, you can't mash on that either.
Button, but you still got a gun to worry about.
Oh, be careful. Goodness gracious, he's got no burst either. Test your luck, having to close the gap, make it work for him. High-low mix, still keeping the pressure. Close S, we loving it so far. Oh my gosh, the damage. Oh, and the overhead,
the quick overhead. 2 for 2 that Test Your Luck has actually been able to pull that off. So now Kami has to be really scared of that, because even if, if Test Your Luck does the 623, the fake DP, he still has access to Fukio for the low, so, good luck playing around that, Kami.
Yeah, still looking pretty good so far. Jump H, not too big of a problem. Manages to get a bite at a crime, still looking pretty good. It baits out the YRC.
Outside range of YRC. Watch the burst, never mind! And Test Your Luck completely cruising now that he has Kami's number in his pocket. My god, the timing. the way that he's, the
Mhm.
patience that he has in order to initiate his offense is really phenomenal to see. Because it's
Yeah, it
just
is.
really hard, especially, that you mentioned before. Nago doesn't have really good movement, that doesn't cost him meter, with the Fukia, with the, the Shadow Clone, with the Beyblade as well. So, being able to just, weather the
Mhm.
storm and just come in at the right time and start up that gameplay is really, really clean coming out from Test Your Luck.
Yeah, still another match in the back pocket that he's going to have to be able to make if he wants to advance to grand finals. But the Beyblade start thing is out pretty strong, letting it rip to see how they can actually maintain the offense, throwing out the curse, looking for the shots, and they manage to find another one. Doesn't matter how much blood magic you got, I got Blitz. Who cares? Modern ingenuity. Keeping the pressure as well, tossing it out and using the super to get the knockdown. Kami 99, currently in the lead.
Yeah, we're probably gonna run away, get some concentration. No, we're actually gonna run in. I'm really liking, the way that Kami's been playing both like offensively and defensively, especially, when you look at that concentration meter, you're gonna be trying to guess, what is Chaos gonna be doing. But the moment you look down there, now you have to watch back Chaos himself. But hey, it doesn't matter. Again, Test Your Luck's defense has just been really phenomenal overall. Kami's still trying to just squeak his way in, hit him all the way, and does get that round finally. We're finally being able to play around Test Your Luck's pace. And I'm really liking the adjustments that Konami has been doing.
Still maintaining pressure based off of the wild assault, but once again, Kami, wonderful timing off for the 2 Ps, tries to use the reflect, but he's already back in there. No problem whatsoever for Kami as he's slowly walking in from one corner all the way to the other, trying to force the high-low mix. 5D to open him up for the top, being and still reloading, finding plenty of damage and pressure as things go through, keeping them zoned out. Test Your Luck trying to find their way in as well. It is looking real rough right now, but a back throw to keep it going. Test Your Luck trying to find their way right back out. Another YRC, and still looking not so great for Test Your Luck right now. Jump back S ends up trading, so Test Your Luck is now in the lead, catches the backdash and the kill off of the 6 hits.
Immediately setting up shop, running away from the Beyblade, but doesn't matter. Test Your Luck gonna let another one rip as he comes in hot with the command grab as well. Now it's gonna be really scary. Alrighty, first sped up shop, bust up the clone, but hey, we still got RC to keep that mix alive. Watch out, still keeping some blood in the tank. Not enough for the splat, but hey, we get a good press out and the cross up as well. Put him all the way to the wall real quick, but no heavy knockdown, unfortunately. Yeah, get away, but we're gonna eat it 6P, unfortunately, on the landing. So Test Your Luck is gonna be putting himself in grand finals winner's side with a very solid 3-1 victory over Kami 99.
Absolutely, yeah, no, really, really well done from Test Your Luck really done from Test Your Luck as well. At the same time, Kami 99 is going to be sent onto losers bracket, but they've got more than one opportunity to be able to make the climb all the way back up if they need to. Still, a really, really solid look for both players. Kami's down but not out, while Test Your Luck is waiting in grand finals for whoever comes out on top of the losers bracket. So, really well done. Test Your Luck did pretty good, not only with the pressure it was that they were applying, but to deal with some of the onslaught that Kami was applying and still finding a way out of that to clutch out the win. I mean, I love it. It's really hard to do that. And I love how they were able to take advantage of any small opening they had to press their advantage. It's really, really well done. Very hard to do, too.
Yeah, and like I said, the mobility.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the mobility issues that Nago has, all of his like really big forward advancing movement is all very resource intensive. Obviously, the wild assault, wild assault, with that intangibility, still costing you half of your burst, and you really get two of them when you're full up. Otherwise, you have the we have the Fukio, we have Beyblade, you have the clone pulling up. But again, that is costing blood. And if you are spending too much of it, you are gonna get popped, and you are gonna get punished very heavily for doing so. So, understanding, just the complete pacing, as well as, like, the more offensive gameplay that Chaos has access to, especially with the rolling shots as well. So, being able to recognize where the roll is coming in, try and toss them out, or at least, cross or block the cross up that's coming in hot. It's very good patience and awareness on Test Your Luck's side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it requires a lot of patience, and it's just as you're saying too. I mean, it's happy chaos for crying out loud. That's just sort of how things go. So I completely understand like having to sort of bide and wait your time until you actually have the proper avenues to be able to continue that pressure. If you guys are liking what it is that you're seeing down below, of course you can do exclamation point Matcherino. You guys can make sure that you can contribute as best as you possibly can. It'll be an absolutely wonderful time to see you guys. Of course, click on that little claim code. You can follow the 4 steps up on screen. It's not too bad or big of a deal to be able to do so. If you guys feel it, if you guys feel yourself able to contribute as well, if you feel in your heart to be able to do that, by all means, please, please be sure to do that. It will absolutely mean a lot to the people who are here, and of course, I'm sure the players too. So it'll actually be really, really great to be able to see you guys do that. If you guys have already enjoyed what is you've been seeing at Digital Havoc, if you want some more Toronto action, of course, you can check out Gommel. It's coming down to the wire, y'all. I mean, it's happening real, real soon. Use code DH for 10% off of your registration. Start.gg/Gommel. And of course, it'll be May 17th to the 19th. That is going to be coming up soon. Worldwide talent, FGC themed artist alley, a party on a cruise boat, and 24-hour hotel venue. I was there last year. Listen, it's pretty lit. So if you guys are in the Toronto area, you want to fly down for an international event, that would definitely be the one to be able to do it. Absolutely wonderful time for you guys to be able to sort of just get back, chill, do whatever it is that you guys want to do, and vibe for now. I appreciate you guys are with us on this fine Monday. What a great way to start the week with some Guilty Gear Strive, honestly.
Absolutely, it's a rough day, start out, rough work day, you want to come back and relax and again, enjoy the violence that we have here, especially, the talent of players that we're seeing from this, bracket, even, small bracket, 11 people showed up, but at the same time, just because it's a small bracket does not mean the talent pool is obscenely stacked. Obviously, very clean play that we see from Testrala coming up from Kami as well. But again, we saw, a lot of other characters that are coming out too, Pudu with that Kai. We had the Bridget as well. So, really liking all of the character variety that we have been seeing here tonight. So I'm really curious to, what round we're going to be watching. Looks like we're actually going to be having Jacko player versus Phantom on stream next. So I think Phantom we haven't seen yet tonight. But again, pushing themselves all the way out into loser semis. Still going to be a very hot set against, the Jacko player.
Yes. That Jacko player, of course, yeah. I mean, like, it's not too bad, honestly, how the bracket's shaping up as well. Kami winning out over Phantom as well means that there is an opportunity for Phantom to be able to get their run back. Depends on how they do against the Jacko player. Once again, Testra Luck. If you guys are just getting here, Testra Luck is currently in grand finals. With losers semifinals, the match we're currently waiting on is Jacko player versus Phantom, and losers finals will be Kami 99 versus whoever wins between the Jacko player and Phantom. So that's going to be Jacko versus Zato. Oh. There it is. Yeah, Zato.
So a character that people have been very much dooming about because of the way that Eddie regains his health bar, but still, you're still having to fight Zato. You're still having to deal with all of like the shenanigans that he has access to, but still a low health character. Jacko, with the minion setup, can, just completely drain the health bar, or at least, if you're FDing all of Jacko's stuff, drain that tension bar as well, but kinda can't drain it if you're the one winning offense as Phantom with that big wall break and just completely dominating and leaving Jacko stuck in the corner.
Yeah, still finding good pressure.
Well, we got the Sucker Truck setup. No, unfortunately.
Good burst. Oh, kick the soccer ball. Once again.
Yeah, force her out. Oh, the sword super as well, just locking in on her and actually picking up the kill.
Nice.
Jump in. Now we're getting to play the game, especially with a counter hit starter. Set up the minion. Whoa, 2 of them up. No, we're actually going to
oh, the anti-air.
Yeah.
Up edge. Maintaining pressure. Still got the meter in the back pocket as well. Shark smells blood in the water. Break the wall and get the OG. Phantom. You're going out to the courtyard of the White House. Finding the damage. I love the 2P challenge. Using the purple RC just to give themselves a chance to block instead of getting full out hit. YRC, separate yourself from me, please. I would appreciate that great lead. Manages to get the 2H and finding good damage into the conversion to get the kill. Phantom taking the first game.
Yeah. the offensive burst to just keep Jacko stuck in the corner and just
Hmm.
completely like oppress her and give her a like just make her struggle to just come out because I think like the best that she can really do is just mash like her P buttons and
Hmm.
it's not really a great thing if you have to be able to mash P as your get off of me buttons in the corner.
Hmm.
So really like that just complete dominance and wanting to just completely end the round right there and now instead of save it either in the third round or in a scary situation where she does inevitably get out and start her own pressure. But hey, game two coming in real quick. And again, very offensive, just completely going in on each other's faces and trying to start their game plan.
Nice getting the mix as
Oh, the
well.
big counter. Again, we're getting the self-destruction set up. Yes, we do get that full extension all the way to the wall. No sticks, though.
Manages to make their way out. 5D as well has to burst immediately. I respect it. Try to utilize the momentum for pass canceling purple RC to shoot across the screen. But now here we are in the scenario. Black dashing. Just to make sure they can make their way
good
out.
recognition that, like, that's up shop. Oh my god, big back throw. That's unfortunate. So Jacko gonna steal that first round. See how we adjust for our second. Oh my god, just jumping in on Zato. I like the idea. Just keep away. You have that burst on back on Zato's side. But now Phantom coming in hot. Never mind, back throw incident once again.
Now still keeping the pressure. And what they can try to send out the minion to keep it, invite hell, blocking things out, but you about to get done. Say hello to the Elysium driver, baby.
Knocking that real quick. Set a minion as well, my good old buddy. But Wire Siege to just relieve the pressure and get that minion out of the way. So now Eddie gets his time to shine in the moment. Have fun just holding all this stuff real quick. And Azato still keeping it up without Eddie as well. So we're going to break the wall real quick. Courtesy of the Wild Assault. So hey, heavy knockdown. Now we're getting Eddie back with the Sword Super.
Invite hell, landed into it, but still has like plenty opportunities. Hey, listen, 236S closing 236K, excuse me, closing things out for now. So Jacko player has done a phenomenal job so far of making sure that their adaptation has been crisp and clean by making sure they tie things up 1-1 against Phantom.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of just really scary scenarios that we got on both sides. Again, like, I'm really liking the ways that both of these players are, able to play without the minion, without Eddie as well. So, playing around, trying to get their game started, especially like once burst is off the table. That's honestly the scary part. But I really like, leaving Wire Siege to get rid of Jacko's pressure and the minions as well specifically. So let's see how Jacko player is going to be playing around that now.
Damage, there it is. Eddie, allowing him to open her up. Phantom tosses up the sword, fan it in the stone. Gets the Excalibur mix incoming, finds the damage. In terms of blocking, Wack maybe playable
high low real quick. Chomp him up, Eddie. Send her out of here and get that first round. See if we can keep that momentum coming up. Oh my god, big burst call out. And now Jacko is stuck with no resources, but hey, does mash out in time. And the buddy is out. We got to another self-destruct setup. Get that extra corner carry.
Opportunity.
No offensive flag, so good luck coming in on these guys. Why is he just getting rid of them? I respect it.
2K trying to find the overhead as well. 2K2D. 2K2D yet again, and as a response.
We believe.
Left. Coming out with the pressure. Purple RC yet again. Step on their opportunity and a good back throw to set up for Jacko player. Throw again. Will they be able to close it out with this next mix? They do. 3 times the charm. Jacko player manages to even up the rounds for now. Let's see who will be breaking the tie. Round 3.
Big match on Phantom's side. I'd be able to just get a good amount of damage on Jacko. Put her into the corner. Are we able to break the wall? Yes, sir. Send that sword right into her face.
Nice. Caught the
we're catching the backdash, but not getting a completely full combo. So now we're going to have never mind. We're not gonna be patient about it. We are just gonna throw the kitchen, everything in the kitchen sink, including the sink itself, to get that
Yep.
perfect, get that game. And now we are up 2-1 right now, trying to find that run back against Kami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're trying to see who it is will be able to have that opportunity to do so. Of course, the Jacko player not doing too bad either. They are making the adaptations necessary. And I do love how they closed out that last round. I mean, 3 throws in a row, I completely get it. That's something that is that you see a lot more. You see people get throw looped a lot more in Street Fighter than you do in anime fighters a lot of the time. So Strive, hey, listen, Jacko proving the fact that that is not dead in any game whatsoever. If you got a concept of a strike throw, it's not gonna matter. You can get throw looped.
And especially since she has a threat of minions in the back, so just going for a throw completely. Again, look, we have the minions on deck, but we're just gonna go for the throw instead because I don't want to mash. I'll be okay to hold the mix, but I'm not gonna hold the throw though. All right, break the wall real quick, but no burst. Doesn't matter because the offensive pressure that he has is really clean. Watch that burst! Oh, we catch it, but unfortunately we put him with 2D.
Oh, tried to make their way back in. There we go. Eddie leading the charge with that one.
Still cleaning up, still getting around. That's all that matters as we are in match point for Phantom. Get that knockdown, let Eddie start doing his own thing.
That's the try for opportunity. Tries to think get a throw. Doesn't quite find it there. A back throw. Crossing things out. Manages to cross up.
Yeah.
The JD.
Double minions explode. Watch out!
2K, 5S. Gonna use the Elysium Driver
Yeah,
with the
we're just gonna
knockdown
do a
as
short,
well.
easy combo. Maximize the damage of Elysium Driver. Doesn't even need the wall to kill. That's crazy.
Something alright. Tries to make a jump in. Like a replayable 2-man. Eddie comes through yet again. It gets sniped at the sky by the JD. Phantom doesn't have the pressure that he might need to maintain the corner.
Oh, back throw incident. Oh, good gold burst. We're gonna have a lot of resources on deck, especially with the sword coming in hot real quick. Like now, we get some more positive bonus too with the heavy knockdown. Oh, Phantom is mad chilling right now, even with that burst on deck. But now the fast minion set. Watch out.
Back into the minions. Oh, 5H as a counter hit, but not the kill. Phantom jumps right over it. The 2D counter hit just to find the opportunity they needed. I can't believe it worked out that way. That's why people say finish your food. The Jacko player found 2 definitive hits to be able to potentially close out that game, and both opportunities were dropped, unfortunately. Phantom says, I'll take that, thank you very much, and proceeds on to losers finals. Goodness gracious, man.
Yeah. And I think it's just really unfortunate because she didn't really have any meter to just really act as a safety net in case of like a combo being a little bit too hard. So having to go for like completely scramble scenarios off of like really awkward starters on her end, it just made kind of like the more desperation. It felt like Jacko was just very desperate to just completely steal that round and force a game 5 scenario. So seeing him panic a lot, and then all of a sudden, you just get opened up by a counter hit starter and just completely lose any sort of momentum. And again, Phantom keeping it very simple, using the RC as well to guarantee that kill is gonna work. Make sure it is as easy as possible to secure the win and put himself in losers finals for a run back against Kami.
Yeah, honestly, not too bad of a look. Gotta be real with you. Jacko player, you still have plenty of opportunities in the future to be able to come back, or you can even come back later this week. I mean, they're still under night at Street Fighter on Wednesday and Friday, respectively. So hopefully we'll be able to see you at other tournaments other than Guilty Gear. But even if not, thanks so much for participating tonight, and you did a phenomenal job, for sure. Would love to see you back here at Digital Havoc.
Absolutely. And again, like everyone here has just been everyone's on stream has just been performing absolutely phenomenally. And again, we just have like a lot of like really clean players, just like that high level. So even for the people that might be getting blown up, especially you put yourself against a player like Test Your Luck, one of like the Nagos to be watching out for. You're still just performing very well, holding your own. But speaking of holding your own, We got a run back to come back to on stream. Phantom trying to take out Kami right here, or Kami is gonna try and knock him out again, letting him fight Tesla Luck one more time, and especially setting up shop with the concentration super to back him up as well. He's trying to get back into grand finals real quick.
Going for the 2P. 5P has an attempt at an anti-air. Running up and getting the 2K just to make sure they maintain the pressure, stagger things out a little bit, trying to catch something out. And Eddie will be the one to do that. Great block so far from Kami as well. Sword of the Stone. Excalibur to continue the pressure. King Arthur tries their onslaught, but the command grab is going to lead to more opportunities for Phantom.
Oh, short 2D starter, why not? And now we're just going to be running and throwing in shots, but Phantom going to be fighting back real quick. YRCH just relieved the pressure, let him play the game, but does not call out the roll cross-up. Put him into wall. No, unfortunately. Fine, we pick it up. It doesn't have to be a clean win. All it just has to say is slash or perfect, and that's all that we care about.
Still trying to find the pressure. Running right on in. Manages to close the gap. Phantom trying to find a jump in. 2K 2D into a burst from Kami. Landed really nice shots as well. Shots.
Starter. Push him all the way to the wall. Crack it up. Shoot him up real quick and reload all at once. We are big chilling. We can just run in. We can sit back, set up shop. BRC shenanigans calling out that deflect shield. I love it. Kami with a very clean and decisive finisher for game 1. I really like that. And again, these guys have already played each other in bracket earlier. So they already have a small game plan for the character, not just on a character basis, but on a player basis as well. So I'm really curious to see, you know, how will just how Kami will play around him, but just the way that, you know, Phantom is going to be able to just adjust his timing, adjust his playstyle, especially since he's played really cleanly in a previous game.
Trying to find a way
Again, pressure coming in on, bursting onto 5D, I get it, I understand. Now they're trying to just go in, watch the burst though.
Oh, we'll try to see if they can find a way in. 2P. Trying to find damage. And there's the super. Don't know if it's going to wall break. I don't think they are close. They are close enough. And that's going to wall break. Full bullets back in the
no, that super loves to carry you across. Speaking of carrying across, put him back in the wall. Oh no! This is going to be death!
Super yet again built the bar up enough to be able to get a second one. The guns are blazing. Kami 99 currently a round up over Phantom. Let's see if he can take it to game 2.
Phantom is just kind of struggling to just deal with all the stuff. Again, watching out for the roll, but instead gets thrown up by a grab. Okay, we're gonna go for the wall assault. Just come in hot again, catch him, you know, not blocking. Concentration super is active now, so, you know, set up shop. Just keep on shooting him over and over again. Why not do a second super as well? And hit him with the trick shot for the perfect. My god, Kami is going for a speedrun. He wants to fight Tester Luck again. He wants that run back. He knows that he can win it out, but first, he has to knock out Phantom, but still one more game. And, you know, you just got to tighten up on that defense. Again, one of the big things that we're seeing is that roll behind. And, you know, Phantom has just been completely blind to the cross-up, just a scenario in general. And even one time when, you know, that Chaos was able to do the roll around, you know, he just stood there and just ate the throw. So, really scary to see if Phantom is going to be able to take it over Kami real quick.
Trying to close the gap on certain things by the 2K 2D. And maintaining pressure with the Wild Assault. Invite Hell opens up a new slew of opportunities for Phantom, but thankfully Kami has a burst in the back pocket. Oh, you cursing.
Refreshes the concentration meter as well. Gets blown up by Eddie. Not enough for a big long combo, but still, keep him in the corner. As long as he doesn't have his gun out, you know, Phantom is chilling right now, but gets stuffed out by the Match 2P. Here comes the Chaos Gaming real quick.
Round of applause from Eddie. And she's gonna command grab
Yes,
as well.
good
Not gonna be
command grab.
death.
Are you able to OTC afterwards?
Oh,
That'll do it.
wait. What did he try to do? He like woke up 6P.
I don't know, but I guess he tried to mash out, and just Eddie was there to just cover him up, break his ankles real quick. But now Kami's setting up shop once again, coming in hot real quick with Wild Assault and carrying Phantom all the way across the corner.
Good throw. Good block. 2P yet again. Purple RC. Solid damage. YRC.
Big underhand starter, carrying him coast to coast. Gotta watch the bullets and the meter though.
Assault.
Alright, sneaks a bullet in and does get the wall slump and put him out of there. Kami on match point right now.
Nice. Carry it from another wall, from one wall to the next one. There's the super as well. Let's the guns fire off.
You can watch him come in hot. Doesn't go for a cheese cross up, instead catches a backdash. I think you're actually dead. Oh, you're Omega dead. You're Zato. You don't have any health. You're out of here with a perfect. Kami moving into grand finals from one run back to another. He is about to take on Test Your Luck.
Absolutely.
And again, this is going to be a really scary thing because, you know, Zato doesn't, like, you know, he has some buttons that, you know, he can use to contest Kitten. But even though Nago doesn't have the same mobility, he still has the big damage. Chaos does not have that great, you know, solid enough defense. So, you know, he's going to have to really clean up his game from what we saw in Winners Finals. You know, tighten up a lot of the pressure. You know, try and force Test Your Luck to just be completely overloaded with a bunch of things to worry about to get those quick hits in and be able to be confident and more, not just, you know, the aggressive, you know, come in, hit him with like the 6-way mix of Sunday, but also be willing to, you know, sit back from full screen, take just the pot shots and force Test Your Luck to be a little bit more overcommittal with the Fuki, with the Beyblade, with the Shadow Clone.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I think that at the end of the day, it's important to take those notes into consideration and see how you'll be able to do the next run through, right? Of course, I'm planning on seeing them back. That much is for sure. I definitely have seen Phantom here before multiple times, a slew of different times. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform the next time as they enter into the bracket themselves. So it's gonna be it's very, very interesting to see how these matches have sort of unfolded throughout the night. But that means that Kami has made his way back up to grand finals. Before we fully head into it, of course, if you guys haven't already, ! Matcherino in the chat to be able to claim codes where you see them available. It costs absolutely nothing for you to do so. Go ahead and follow the directions up on screen. It's going to make it a whole hell of a lot easier for you to make sure that you give a little bit of extra money to the people that are playing in these tournaments tonight. And even if you feel it on your heart to be able to directly donate, you can absolutely do that too. Digital Havoc necessarily isn't what it is you may be looking out for. Then if you want some more Toronto action, then of course you can head straight over to Gamo. It's happening soon. And by soon, I literally mean in 2 weeks? Yeah, actually, it's next weekend. Hey, if you guys haven't signed up already, use code DH for $10 off. It's actually on next Friday. If you guys are interested in more Toronto local sort of events, you guys will be able to see here they've got tons of games available to you if you aren't feeling the online aspect of things. And of course you can go in person to this wonderful venue and see how it's going to end up evolving. It's been an absolutely wonderful time, and you know, it's hey, listen, having a party on a cruise it's pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of nice.
Dude, and especially with, you know, Galo being like primarily like a platform fighter major in general. One of the games that I saw there was Rivals 2, a game that, you know, you only have a limited time with the beta. So, you know, being able to actually participate in a Rivals 2 bracket when the opportunities are far and few between, you know, I wish, you know, I'm a Canadian local, but I wish I could go and show up, support the scene, support your locals, support your majors as well. A lot of clean games are about to be played at Gamo. I can tell you it's going to be a fire event. as just someone that has always been a spectator since like the first iteration of Gumball back in the Melee days.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's great. I mean, honestly, if we're talking platform fighters, I mean, I Rivals has always been a personal favorite of mine. I think Rivals is actually a really, really fun, a really cool game to be able to play. I think it's sick. So if you guys want to be able to go and participate in a platform fighter, I would personally advise Rivals 2 as well. I think Rivals is a really, really fun game to be able to see. So
Absolutely.
it's
And
great.
again, like it's going to be attracting so many amazing players from all over. So, again, show up, have fun, play some games, and please have a damn good time on the boat. Please, if not for all your locals, do it for all the people that aren't able to show up so you can just have that over their head. I got to be
Mhm.
the one to party on the boat. You were chilling at home just watching grand finals. I was having the time of my life, and definitely do it just for the experience alone.
Absolutely, yeah. It's something to be able to experience. If you guys haven't been to a major, I mean, of course you have Gomo and Combo Breaker coming up like literally weekends apart, right? But if you guys haven't been able to experience a major, please, please go and experience one. It is a phenomenal opportunity. Even if you don't think you're going to be that good, or even if you think you aren't going to have like a crazy time being there, like, well, I'm not going to be able to place like top anything, like not even top 32, not even top 64, not even top 128, right? I think it's important to understand that you are in a scenario where you have so many different fighting games that are available to you at this exact moment. Go and play a fighting game. Go and play in the tournament, even if you feel like it's not going to be great. I think it is a lovely, lovely opportunity. You learn so much just by playing in tournaments, and you meet so many new friends. It's so sick.
Mhm.
So please go compete if you guys need to, if you guys want to. If you need that little bit of extra push, this is my little extra push. Go compete. It's
Yeah.
a phenomenal time. You'll have a great time doing
And even then, like there's a bunch of stuff to do at the tournament
it.
that's
Mhm,
not just playing in tournaments. There's always,
mhm,
the vendors with all the amazing artists that come out and support the events. There's usually a free play area, not just for, the games that are going to be competing in. Some people will just bring their own setups and just play whatever god like disgraceful game, anything, anything. I'm just like talking, anywhere from 64 to any god awful like complete sick game that you can find on Fightcade. There's always going to be people searching for games, wanting to
mhm,
play and have a damn good time, especially with free play areas. Sometimes people have their like just straight up arcade cabinets with just completely fun fighting games. And I will just say, as someone that was born a little bit outside of the arcade era, being able to play like old Street Fighter games in that like arcade setting where you don't know who's on the other side of the cabinet, but there's a real person behind you there. It is
yeah,
just an amazing and just fun feeling to just be a part of. So again, show
it
up,
is.
have some time with some boys, have some times with new friends that you could possibly meet, and just get some good games in, and just level up as a player, and just experience
Mhm.
the culture of being inside of a major in general.
Yeah, definitely be sure to do so. Here we are in grand finals. Test your luck. Already starting things out extremely strong, keeping the pressure on as well. Managing to utilize the Wild Assault 2, fast RC cancel, and maintain as much pressure as you possibly can imagine. Finds the cross up, landing plenty of other hits as well. Recharges the focus gauge, gets the shots 2K, managing to keep the pressure too, and has the super on deck, popping through the wall.
Yep. Get that life lead real quick, but again, you're gonna be running up, setting the offense, but immediately bursting after the charges. I get it, but still a massive life lead that you play around. But oh, YRC too far away, so 5H gonna be big damage. Still getting that zoning and chaos buttons up. Gonna just play back, stay away from me, just set up shop, shoot him down. But good Beyblade, but unfortunately the pop puts him open. Okay, big swords and blood rage is gonna steal the round. Oh my god, again, test your luck living up to the name.
Nice. There's the curse, Wild Assault to make sure that you actually get the knockdown as well. Go straight through tumbling. Hard to see that coming at all. Waiting for the mix. Good opportunity on the burst there. Beyblade. Just trying to maintain what they can. Like the damage. Tries to bait it out in a backdash. To seal the deal. Great, great opportunity from him. The Wild Assault yet again to get the knockdown and set up for a potential game-winning opportunity.
Running up, force him into the corner. Have fun holding everything, especially with PRC in the mix. But now we are full screen, one shot will do it. And now we are down to the last round of game 1. Again, very crucial to set up the momentum for the rest of the set.
Nice. 6H. Oh, manages to catch him.
Yeah,
Trying to run away.
Perfect starter. Big blood pop, but still. We have that full screen super on deck as well, so you see Kami not pressing a single button at all. But now, Tester Luck coming in hot, especially with the bite on deck. So many buttons coming in, but YRC just completely nullified the pressure.
Pressure where necessary. Nice Wild Assault to maintain everything possible. 2S, 5H, and there it is! Cracked like an egg. Eventually, you can't block everything, I understand. It's a lot of pressure to deal with, a lot of things that is going through your head about how you should block it, how you should approach the pressure that's coming to you. But at the end of the day, we're only human. We can only block so much. Test your luck takes the first game in the grand finals.
Yeah, especially with that threat of the overhead off of the fake DP. You know, I think that's something that, you know, Kami was really worried about, you know, coming into grand finals. So just getting completely caught out by DP into the low, you know, it's a great way of Tester Luck to just completely, you know, just completely boggle Kami's mind in game 1. So, you know, now that we have that even bigger mental stack that we have, you know, is going back to like some floor 2 mix instead of the floor 3. So now Kami has to do a lot of readjusting for game 2 coming up.
Absolutely. Let's see how they choose to approach this oncoming game. Let's see how the round start begins. Already the DP, I knew it was coming. I knew Tester Luck was going to utilize that.
Yeah, super jump way over the clone, get away from the corner, I get it. And now it is Tester Luck's time to just start pressing buttons, do all the mixes, 7 wasted Sunday, especially mixing in that Wild Assault as well. Good GP mash out, and we're putting Tester Luck into the corner himself.
Good reflex. The distance. The super is not really that easily available. Not super, his blood gauge isn't that easily available, but off of a hit like that, he's going to be able to do a lot more. That is so hard to see coming, man. It really is.
Yeah, keeping the momentum off Yukio too, so just really unfortunate on Kami's side having to eat all of that, and the bite as well. Free blood for Tester Luck gets to press so many specials all at once, but good defense on Kami's side. So has to weather the storm one more time.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's hard out here in these streets. I get it. It's hard.
Yeah. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but Tester Luck is like, alright, I got something to do later. I need to wrap this up quick. And now, again, with that perfect to end up game 2, you know, it's just really hard to just completely slow down, you know, Nago's side. You know, despite, you know, playing Zoner, you know, you want to force him away. Nago just, you know, you guess wrong once on the way that Nago approaches you, you're just going to get blown up, you know. Already, Nago hits like a truck, but Chaos doesn't have good defense as well, too. You know, a little bit on the lower side for the guts, so Nago's hurting is going to hurt even more.
Shot, finds the damage. Oh, good toss.
Okay,
oh, no,
air throw because we got that style.
YRC. Provide pressure. Blue or YRC bag had the blue RC popped. He's ready to get some action going. Oh, gets the overhead. Oh, gets the reflect.
Oh my god. Yeah, and just mix them all the way. What with the threat of roll as well. Super safe pressure. Dust with the shot to back him up as well. Alright. Kami found his flow for 1 round, but can you do it for a second?
Oh, nice. This.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Especially with the risk that he was building up earlier.
Nice. SH. Good damage. 5S
Okay,
yet
big far
again.
slash starter. Put him into the wall. Do we get the transition? Yes, sir, we do. Shoot him up, load our guns real quick. And now we gotta do it one more time.
Oh!
With the rolls. Try to be cheeky with the PRC movement. YRC should just
Oh!
nullify the pressure, but doesn't matter. This Tether Luck just gonna swing right back. Put himself in tournament points.
5S. Oh, caught the backdash again, man. Try to get him with the wild assault, doesn't quite find it. The gun rings true. Find the curse.
Hitting himself. Just keep him in the corner. Running up a big fight. This is gonna hurt a lot, especially off a counter hit. This should be death. 6H will take it and test your luck, winning the bracket 3-0 fashion.